Hey everyone! So this video is in a different location to normal, and that's because it's a slightly different type of video. This is going to be an unboxing of a Balsam Hill Christmas tree. So we ordered the 180 centimeter unlit Monterey Pine Christmas tree from Balsam Hill. We were looking at the twinkly version, but by the time we got around to putting in the order, it was sold out, unfortunately. So we have ordered some twinkly lights that we're waiting to arrive. One set has, we've ordered 2 sets. The other one hopefully will arrive this week, and I'll do a separate video on those. But in this video, I'll be unboxing the Balsam Hill Christmas tree, walking you through what's inside the box, sharing my experience with you on camera, and setting it up. So it won't be decorated or lit in this video, but once I get the lights, we'll pop them up and I'll do a review on those as well for you. So I guess the first step is to open the box and see what's inside. So I've got some scissors with me and I'm just going to open it up. It's got open this end, so I'm thinking this is the top, hopefully, we'll see. So you may notice through the video, my husband's going to be helping putting up our tree, and the dogs will probably get involved as well at some point. So I've got the top all cut open and let's have a look inside. Looks like there's some gloves. So this is when you're fluffing up the tree. They've got some gloves in there so it doesn't poke your hand, I guess. There's some caps, which might be for the stand. Screw. There's 2 sets or 2 pairs of gloves. And some detailed assembly and care instructions. So we'll go through those as well before we put up the tree. Next, there's a storage bag, which is probably going to come in pretty handy. That way we don't have to keep the box. I guess you could if you wanted to, but having a bag to put the tree in and just pop it up in the roof. We don't really have attics or basements here a lot in Australia, so having something like this will be handy just to keep the dust off the tree if we do put it up in the roof or in a cupboard somewhere. That will be handy to have. This is the first time I've looked at the tree in person, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, so it looks like fairly straightforward. There's sections. I can see that there's labels on each section, so let's grab that one out. So this is labeled section 3, and it looks like that's going to be the top of the tree. So as you can see, the tree that we've gone for, I'll zoom in a little and I'll show you. So this one is a more realistic looking tree. It has more fluffy branches. We didn't really want the ones that had plastic, really short, spiky, more fir type looking trees. But this one, I think it might be an Australian exclusive for the Monterey Pine. I like it actually. The branches themselves have long, sort of needly things on it. It's not too bad. See? Look. But yeah, it looks like it's actually going to be quite nicely filled. And I like the colour as well. But yeah, so far so good. I was a little bit hesitant because we were going to buy a sample branch kit, but I didn't. So thankfully they look fine. They look good. So that's the most important part. Yep, this looks like the other 2 sections. So those will be the base and the mid section down there. So far so good. It's pretty simple. It's packaged really nicely. Nothing looks to be damaged or anything like that. So that's really good. And yeah, the next step is, I guess, just setting the tree up. So here we go. We worked out these are actually replacement feet for the stand. And the little screw is a replacement for what holds the branches into each section. So on the base, it actually has a little label saying begin setup with tree stand. So that's what we're going to do. So in the assembly guide, it goes through the instructions on how to set up the tree. So it starts by saying to choose the location where you're going to have your tree and assemble it there. For the pre-lit trees, there are slightly different instructions, but this one is an unlit tree, so we don't have to worry about some of those. So it says just to remove the contents from the box, set aside the bag of extra lights, fuses, hinges, pins, washers for future use. So we did have a few spares. You start with identifying each piece. They're all clearly labelled, which you can see here that we're just cutting off the labels and putting them all together. So you start with the section at the bottom, so the stand, and then the bottom section, the mid section, and the top section. Shaping the tree is probably the most important step, at least that's what we've found. It can look a little sparse at first and the branches do come quite compact. So when you shape the tree, you want to begin with the bottom sections and start fluffing them outwards and then upwards. Some of them do go down, but this particular design, you do go out and up like you could see just there. And you want to do that with every branch. Some of the branches actually look like one thick branch, but if you pay attention, it's actually two branches separated. So just make sure you're paying attention to that. And it's probably the most important part. So do spend some time fluffing and shaping the tree because you will get a much better result. As far as shipping, everything arrived really, really quickly from this company as well. I ordered it on a Monday or a Sunday. It arrived within 3 days. So I was really impressed and yeah, overall can't complain. It's a really nice tree. And as you can see, yeah, just adding the final touches, keep on shaping it until you're happy with it, and there you go. So the tree's up. I'll take you in for a close-up and show you the end result undecorated, and hopefully in the next video we'll have the lights and we can put up some baubles and things like that on the tree and show it then. It didn't take as long as we thought it would. They say that the first time that you fluff the tree and shape the tree, it can take a few hours. I think we timed it and it took around 36 to 40 minutes. You could obviously spend a lot longer finessing it and playing with it, and we probably will do once we've decorated the tree, play around a little bit more. But overall, we're actually really impressed with the tree. We think it looks better than what we thought it was going to look, which is great. And I think it looks pretty realistic. If you didn't see the base, and my husband commented that if you weren't looking at the base, you may even think it was a real tree. Here in Australia, we generally have this type of tree as one of the only Christmas trees that grows here. So it looks really similar to the live trees that you can get, so the fresh cut trees. So if you don't tell anybody, they may not notice if you just cover the base. So we'll see if we can trick anybody this Christmas. One thing we did want to point out is the gloves came in really handy. And my husband has massive hands and I've got quite small hands, but we found out there was 2 sets of gloves, 2 different sizes. So if you can see a comparison, that's my husband's hand, that's my hand. So he was able to fit in the gloves and so was I. So just keep that in mind. There is one larger set and a smaller set, at least that's what we found, so they were perfect. I was a bit worried at first because generally with gloves they don't fit my husband's hand, so they fit, and that came in really handy. But yeah, overall thoughts, really liked it, and it turned out better than what we had expected it to, so really happy. So that is the unboxing and setting up video for our Balsam Hill Monterey Pine 180cm unlit Christmas tree. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you do have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. If you've got a Balsam Hill tree, let me know what type you've got and how you found it. If you've got any suggestions or any way to decorate this or make it look even better, I would love to hear from you, so please leave a comment below. But that's it for now. Look out for the next video where we'll actually decorate this tree with the twinkly lights, so fingers crossed they arrive before Christmas, which is only next week, so we'll see. But I hope you all enjoyed this one, and have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and have a great day, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!